Hello, my name is Choden.
I am 12 years old and I live with my grandparents in a small village called Leia in Bhutan. It has been 5 years since my appa, Tashi, and my amma left for Australia. I still remember the day they went. It was at Paro Airport, a place I will never forget. The hall was filled with people, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, holding on to each other as if their hearts were being torn apart. Some cried loudly, others tried to be strong, but no one could hide the pain. I was only 7 then, and I didn't really understand why my parents were leaving. I only knew they kept hugging me again and again, kissing my forehead, whispering promises that they would come back soon. When they walked away departure gate, I felt the world grow empty. My parents went to Australia because life here in Bhutan is very hard. Even if you work faithfully for 30 years, you cannot save enough to buy a house or even a small piece of land in Thimphu. But in Australia, they said if you work hard for just 1 or 2 years, those dreams become possible. That is why so many Bhutanese borrow money, take big loans, and leave. My parents did the same. They didn't go because they wanted to leave me behind. They went because they wanted me to have a future they could not build here. They both work long hours, sometimes 3 shifts a day. They hardly find time to study, but they push themselves because the weight of debt and the dream for my future press heavily on their shoulders. When they call, their voices sound tired. But they never complain. They never tell me about their pain. Instead, they ask if I'm eating well, if I am listening to my grandparents, if I'm doing well in school. I always tell them yes, even on the days when my heart feels hollow with missing them. Sometimes when I see my friends walking to school holding hands with their mothers or fathers, I feel an ache inside me. I pretend I don't care, but deep down I long for that too. I long to feel my father's strong hand around mine, to hear my mother's soft voice telling me stories at night. I long for us to sit together at dinner, laughing like we used to. But instead my grandparents sit with me, their eyes often wet with unspoken sadness, and I know they're missing their son and daughter too. The money my parents send home keeps us going. It pays for my school, for food, for the things we need. It has made life easier in many ways, but no amount of money can fill the emptiness of their absence. Sometimes I would give anything just to feel them hug me again, even if only for a day. I know many people who went to Australia came back broken, without money, without hope, sometimes with their minds scarred by the pressure of work and study. But my parents keep going. They say they must endure for me. They say one day they will return and then we will finally live together again. And so I wait. I wait every day. I wait by the school gate imagining them waiting for me there. I wait by the phone hoping their call will come. I wait in my dreams where I still see us together as a family. My parents' names are Tashi and Deki. They are far away in Australia, but they live in every prayer I whisper, every dream I hold. One day they will come back. On that day, I will run into their arms and never let go. One day they will come back. On that day, I will run into their arms and never let go.